Hi, we're back on another Tuesday, and we have a special guest today. So let me take off the banner. And Janet, why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest?
Well, welcome to Anatolii Ulitovskyi. Did I say that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. And we're so excited to have you here today. And just for our audience, we want to let you know that Anatolii is coming to us live streaming from Odessa, Ukraine. And that was kind of like a fun thing that when we were talking the other day, that I had Anatolii go to the window and show me outside the window because I wanted to see what his view was versus our view. And I'm showing him my backyard. And so that was just kind of fun because I've never been to the Ukraine and I wanted to see what it was like. So welcome. And I think the fun thing is we met on LinkedIn, and I think that's kind of like the power of LinkedIn. And we have quite a few mutual connections, which I think is also really, really good. And we're happy to have you here because we want to talk about using branding with LinkedIn. And I'm so in awe of you that you have over 54,000 followers. It's like, please give us some really good tips. How do mine's like minuscule compared to yours. So how am I going to get that big bang for my buck? So anyways, welcome. And please say anything here you'd like to say.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm excited to share value. I hope to help to get these followers even more. My main purpose to help others, and if you can get 1 million followers, for me it's fun. It's just like this to help others to get mass following, to overcome me, because it depends on your content. If you can provide some valuable content, help others, support others, forget about sales in the first stage, of course. Everyone wanna sell, but it's better to think more about sharing value on LinkedIn, and it helps to get these followers.
Yeah,
I love that.
How long have you been on LinkedIn? Because you did say that you were on Facebook and you moved to LinkedIn and you had to start all over again. It wasn't like you started from scratch with it wasn't like you could bring people with you. So how long have you actually been on LinkedIn, like on it?
I registered in 2020. That was January.
Not that long ago.
Just
that's really quick.
More than an year. And the main reason why I decided to choose LinkedIn is that I decided to find new places where I can get sales, traffic, and extend my business and create brand awareness. Because in Ukraine, I have strong positions in SEO and YouTube. But in English direction, when we decided to extend our business, we started to learn about internet, and I try to find places where I can get mass following, engagement, because it's not only about following. I saw many accounts that have a lot of followers, but a few engagement, not good. And I think it's better to think about getting engagement, real engagement, traffic, and sales. That's why I chose LinkedIn, and I think that I tried with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. By the way, I think these platforms are great, but it's better to focus in one direction. When you cover a lot of places, you can't be successful. It's like Jake of all trades, master of none. And LinkedIn is a good place. I think that during 2020, something happened on LinkedIn because engagement decreased, and some influencers even reached out to me. I think you know about Bridget Hyson. She has over 3 million followers, and she reached out to me and asked, "What's going on? Do you know about LinkedIn?" I thought, no way! She has over 3 million followers. Ask me what's going on LinkedIn.
What a compliment!
she saw my post that LinkedIn changed algorithms, and I decided to figure out what we need to do, and I shared my thoughts with her. For me, it's a big pleasure to get such attention because she is famous, and just want to help others as well, to get this engagement.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Sure. Well, since we're talking about branding, do you have some thoughts about in how you were building your followers? Did you pick a specific way that you wanted to brand yourself, or did you try different things? Kind of give us some insight into that.
It's a good question, because I often get this question, what kind of content I need to post, what I need to do on LinkedIn to get followers. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. When the best way where you can start, it's not LinkedIn, it's Google. Just read all articles about LinkedIn. When I started any business, any new directions, I go to Google, search for articles. How I can grow on LinkedIn. I usually read over 100 articles. How to grow on LinkedIn, how I can market on LinkedIn, how I can build my brand on LinkedIn. Just read everything. I spent a week or 2 weeks to learn. After this, when I get a lot of this information, by the way, it's free. You don't need to pay for all this. And some people ask me, please create a course learning about LinkedIn. Why I need to do it? Just go to Google. You can find a lot more.
But they don't have the time. They don't have the time. So sometimes somebody like you who does all the research and then fine tunes it into the things that they just need to know. That's often what LinkedIn trainers do.
Yeah, I agree. We have no time. I'm a busy person as well. But if you want to grow on LinkedIn, it's better to spend some time than trying. Trying without knowing directions. It's like creating a strategy. When you learn, you can note something. Can I try this? Can I do it that one? And I think that most information it doesn't help me. I don't know. It depends because generic stuff don't provide any results today. It's better to try it. And it's better to be consistent. And for example, when I had over, I don't remember, it's like 13 tips. I test all of them. And it's not only testing one time. You need to test a week, 2 weeks to analyze. For example, I post a lot of content, different formats. I tried post about marketing, about business, about any directions. Just try to find what works for me. And it's interesting that some posts provide great results. Then I started to learn from other influencers on LinkedIn. I analyzed all their posts, their activity, because what I love on LinkedIn, you don't need to figure out what they do, because if you open their activity, you can see everything what they do. You can
there's no
secrets.
You don't need to on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. You can't steal their methods. But on LinkedIn, you can do it. Just find influencers in your niche, open their activity, and spend a few days to figure out how they get these followers, how they get this engagement. I learn from other influencers. I test a lot of my posts, video format, text-based, infographics, PDF. By the way, many guides proclaim that you need to post 1-2 times a week. I usually post 10 times a day if I have this time. I post a lot. Forget about some recommendations that you need to do it rarely. It's better to do it all the time if you have this time. Of course, I have no this time, and that's why I usually post 5-10 times a day. If I have this time, I will post 20 4 times a day. It's like each hour. And
well, I guess you have to with 54,000 followers. You got to keep them all occupied.
And one more recommendation, my loving tip. I stole this tip from Shana Monet. She has 800,000 followers, and she claims that you need to connect with anyone. I know that many LinkedIn experts share you need to connect only with the relevant audience. If they submit your some message, personalized message, why you need to ignore others? Connect with anyone. I can explain why. If you connect with others, you can get one new follower. One connection, one follower. Why not? Yeah, that's good. More interesting is that when you post new content, LinkedIn usually shares your content with connections. And if you have connections that engage on your posts, that means these connections can help to provide some exposure and to share more your content. When you have inactive audience, LinkedIn will not share content with others. Yeah, that's why I connect with anyone. I know that some people scare about spammers. Okay, if you use email, I usually get 100 emails a day from spammers. I ignore them. You can do the same on LinkedIn. If you get some message, spam messages on your LinkedIn chat, just block these people, unconnect with them, and go ahead. Yeah, that's why. My first tip to connect with anyone, forget about spammers, block them if they bother you, and just go ahead like this.
Cool.
So then let me ask you a question. If you're posting a lot every day, are you also commenting on other people? Because if you've connected with 54,000 people, which is why some people say, you can connect but unfollow, because then you would see too many people in your news feed, and then you don't get known by everybody. Do you have a strategy for that?
Of course. I think that commenting is the best strategy today for me, even for some influencers. I think that when people have over 1 million followers, they can skip the strategy. But when you have less than 1 million followers, just comment on other posts. I use search. I use hashtags. I check out my feed. I usually search for marketing posts. But
you search. Okay, that's a good. That's right there. That's a good tip. Do some searches.
Yes, and on LinkedIn we have a filter: relevant posts and not
recent.
Recent, recent and top.
Recent and relevant.
Yeah, it's better to choose recent posts. I can explain why. For example, when Gary Vee posts a new content, and if you can submit your comment in the first 5-10 minutes, you can get a lot more likes and comments on your post. For example, I often get some 100 likes for just my comment from Gary Vee, Tony Robinson, or any other influencers, because I comment earlier than others. And the main point, it's not only about commenting. You need to share value. For example, I check out post and I think how I can bring additional value to this post. What type of content I can give them. If you provide some stuff like, thank you, that's great post, it's boring. It doesn't provide any result.
Doesn't add anything to the conversation.
But when you comment some interesting stuff, when you share additional value, when you relate this value with this post, you can get people like your comment and they open your profile and follow you. Yeah, that's simple. And many people told me it doesn't work. They tried 100 times, and I usually reply to them, try 1,000 times, because you can't get results from 100 times. I think that a few thousand times I tried to get followers from my comments and nobody cares. And I always analyze something wrong with my comments. I need to think more. And I usually inspire people. I think how I can help them and inspire and provide something new and unique. If you provide generic stuff that others know, it doesn't help. But if you know your topic, if you can provide something new and inspirational, wow, people. I remember a few days. Then I get over 1,000 followers because of my comments, and
Wow.
everything what I've done, just sharing additional value, help others, support others, and I comment over 400 times for one day. It takes a lot of time.
Wow. Yeah.
But I can tell how you can do it. For example, even for me, I'm Russian and Ukrainian speaker, and when I started to write some text, it was hard, because it's not my language. By the way, I've learned English a few years ago, and
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah, seriously. And after this, when I started to write, I think that for me that was hard to write a few comments a day. But when you consistent in your way, when you fight with your obstacles, with any barriers, just go ahead, comment, and I think for a few months you can play in piano with comments, something like this. Just be consistent and believe that you can do it. Yeah, I remember when first time I started to film my videos. I felt that it's better to break my leg than shoot the videos. I scared a lot from my camera, but today I love it because of consistency. When I filmed 100 videos, yeah, I love it. It's totally the same with LinkedIn. Just do it. Forget about that you can't get results a few months. Forget that you can't get results for 100 comments. Provide 1,000 comments. Provide a lot more. And more interested, engage with other comments. I love the strategy even more. For example, when you comment, after this, read other comments and put likes, reply to them, help them. Then people like your comment, come to your profile and follow you. Yeah, that's simple, but it only takes time to analyze and to be consistent. Yeah.
So are you commenting on people that you're already connected with or people you're not connected with, or a bit of both?
For me, it doesn't matter. I have connections or not. It's more, I usually search for posts that are related with my niche or where I can provide additional value. If I open post and I don't know what I can comment here, I skip it. I go ahead. I can find. Yeah, I can find other posts because today we have a lot of posts, more than I can comment on them. That's why it's better to think, okay, I can't provide value here. Skip it. Oh, yeah, that's my post. Let me try, let me help others. And I saw that people put the links, tell, please connect with me. Don't do it, just help and support others. The main point is if you want to get followers.
That's good.
Right.
Now we've got a couple, speaking of helping others, we have a couple of comments. So should we take a second and see what we have here? Okay. So we have Richard Green, the card maker. This man is good. I'm learning a lot.
All right.
That's great. That's great.
Awesome.
Okay. MD Teleker, thanks. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Jillian, Janet, Eli, and I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up your, Anatolii.
That's okay.
You know what's nice is if you want to know, just go to his profile and his little speaker. He says his name, so you can.
There we go. There we go.
Like Gillian or Jillian,
Absolutely, absolutely. This is my first live stream ever, so that's good. Okay.
Well, Richard, we're hoping you're enjoying it. Come here every Tuesday at noon Central Time live.
Absolutely. So if we have any questions, I encourage people type in a question, and we'll come back and we'll do those again. So, okay, Janet, keep going. We're getting lots of great tips today.
We certainly are. Okay, so as you build your brand, and you're getting known and you've got all your followers and people are starting to learn about you. What's your next step in your process? Convert that follower into either into a client or to connect them with somebody else, and do you do that? Is that that's kind of two-pronged question, because I do know that sometimes people will use it as a network. Let me connect you to somebody else when it's appropriate. And then also, here's where I can help you. So do you, you're in Ukraine, you're probably primarily I'm guessing you're primarily probably working with the people in the US because we've got a larger population. So are you meeting them like on an Uber call? Because it's probably just not like you're just going to pick up the phone. Well, I guess you could call, but or WhatsApp or something like that. So tell me what your process is.
I think that I love this question, by the way. My goal is to continue. I have no goals to sell a lot, to earn a lot of money, because I think when you provide value, when you help others, money will come. People will order your service, and I love the strategy by using content marketing, help others, share value to get results. But you can sell as well. It's better to use LinkedIn Navigator or find some profiles that are looking for your occupation or for your service. By the way, I often see on my feed when people are looking for some services, and why not? You can reach out to them and propose your service. Why not? Not bad. And I think that my main goal just to continue this way, go ahead. And I don't know that we have some peak or not, because
right. So in other words, you're not doing any heavy pushes. It's like if you reach enough people, enough of them will come to you. So that leads me into another question. You have the LinkedIn Premium, which we do not. We've never at this point felt that we needed it. But is there anything that you found in Premium that was worth the cost? Because we know it's not a cheap thing.
I think that it doesn't work for me. I bought this Premium with only one reason. Because on LinkedIn, you can't open a lot of profiles. LinkedIn can block accounts if you open a lot of profiles. I don't know why. I think that it's stupid for me, but it's their policy. We need to respect it. And I bought this Premium only with this purpose, that I can open a lot of profiles, because I often comment them, I often share value to their posts, and I need it. But I think that if you sell some services or your HR, it's better to use Premium format. You can use some LinkedIn. You can use LinkedIn Navigator, because this tool helps to provide some personalization. You can learn more. For example, when I had a webinar with Ren Fishkin, he's the founder of Moz, and
big guy.
and
big guy.
And he created a new service. It's called SparkTora. And what I like on this service is that you can learn your customers. Today, people don't want to get some. It's not like spam, the same, or templates, or generic stuff. It's better to personalize your message. And with LinkedIn Navigator, you can do it. You can learn your recipients before sending any request. You can learn their interests to figure out where they work. Can learn about these companies, and with LinkedIn Navigator you can do it. Even you can sell your products, for example, if you have some tools, and you can search for companies that need your tool and use LinkedIn Navigator. But I usually sell my SEO services. That's why it doesn't work for me. And I bought only with one reason. I don't want that LinkedIn will block my account, because I open a lot of profiles.
Right.
No, that makes sense.
And I think you're limited to how many messages you can send at a time too, correct? If you don't have the premium. Because didn't that happen to you, Jillian, at one point? You were stopped or something?
It was connecting to too many people without.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Trying to do it too fast. So you have to go at a good pace, because you can only have so many invitations, and you got to clean them up. So if people don't accept your request, pull it back. You got to pull it back.
Yes.
Clean them up, clean it up. And I heard that premium's good for searches if you want to save your searches and stuff. So if you're doing a lot of searches, I would assume premium would be good for that as well. I have a question about video. So you have a YouTube channel, and I assume that you're always doing videos for your YouTube channel, and then you do videos for LinkedIn. Do you kind of cross purpose, or do you keep them separate, or do you try and drive people from LinkedIn to YouTube? How do you kind of handle the two things?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Because I think today syndication is key. If you don't syndicate your content, you can cover a lot more people. For example, I have my YouTube channel, but I film videos for LinkedIn, totally the same videos. I submit on YouTube, I convert in audio format, even I get some interesting text and transcribe them and submit some post on LinkedIn. Today, it's hard to...
Good idea.
Yeah, it's hard to create a lot of content. It's better to syndicate existing content, because some people prefer to listen to audio podcast. That's okay, Yeah, you can provide this format. Some people are on YouTube, others on LinkedIn. For example, I submit a video on LinkedIn, can get a few thousand views. After this, I submit on YouTube and get a few hundred views. Why not? But these people are different. Right. And I often think the best way to get audience from LinkedIn on YouTube or separate, when you submit links to YouTube, or even we use some personalization, we send messages, please subscribe to our channel, because you can get value from our great discussions on YouTube. I think, today it's important to syndicate and convert content, but for example, I don't do it on Facebook and Instagram because I know that I have no resources and time to cover other social media. For example,
that makes sense.
If you syndicate content, think about the audience. Do you have the audience there? If you have no audience, I think it's only wasting of your time. But if you have audience there, why not? Yes, provide this content as well, because I try to repost content on Facebook, but nobody cares, because I don't spend time there. Why people need to care about me? But I have audience on YouTube and LinkedIn. That's why I submit content. I have audience on my audio podcast. I syndicate to audio format. It's like this.
That's smart.
Well, and your avatar, which is what we call your ideal customer, they are on LinkedIn. They're business people. Versus on Facebook, they're not looking for that there.
They're on vacation.
And Facebook pages are absolutely a waste unless people are buying Facebook ads. And I don't even know that. We've just lost our love for Facebook entirely,
We're focused on LinkedIn, because you're right.
And you
can only do one really good media channel, and LinkedIn is the best social network. So
the only thing that I will say that I wish LinkedIn did that Facebook does really, really well is the Facebook groups. Like LinkedIn has the groups, but they don't have the characteristics and the drive that a Facebook group does. And I really wish they would do that, so that, when people do like Facebook challenges, we could do a LinkedIn challenge and have all the different parts that they have in Facebook groups. So, I think, because I think LinkedIn groups are, I don't see them taking off as well as Facebook groups, unless somebody wants to tell me otherwise. Challenge them.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to get the engagement, you know, because it's like you can share with your group, but sometimes the group doesn't even see your stuff. So it can be sort of hit or miss.
Flat. I find that they fall flat versus a Facebook group tends to have more interactivity. So I just, LinkedIn, if you're listening,
Ramp it up.
Ramp it up so that we don't even have to ever go to Facebook again for anything, you know, because Facebook challenges are like a really big way to market your products these days. But, you know, then you have to be on Facebook. And for people who aren't on Facebook at all, and I have some friends who they're not even on there for their own personal self, then, you know, it falls, then they can't join. So it just kind of makes it very difficult. So anyways, that's my thing.
So I have a quick question. How do people work with you? Like if somebody says, okay, I want to work with you. What do you provide? Do you do coaching? Do you do reviews? Do you what's your service? What do you provide?
I want to share some insights about Facebook as well and reply to your question. I think, you know, today Facebook has over 3 billion people. And it's overwhelmed. Today, it's hard to get engagement on Facebook because Facebook shares content with friends and family in the first stage. But on LinkedIn, it's professional. We have no, I don't know, we have no friends on LinkedIn. It's like we have connections, we have followers, we have friends as well. But we usually connect with friends on Facebook, Instagram, or other social media. I think LinkedIn is more professional. I think it's the right focus to be on LinkedIn. But, you know, I have a few friends that have a lot of engagement on Facebook because they spend all their time on Facebook. They are good with that. I think it depends. If you pay attention with Facebook, you can get results there. If you want to be good on Instagram, Pinterest, just do it, you know. But choose one direction. For example, my 10 years son told me I can't get engagement on YouTube. I asked him, what is, you know, you are so young. Don't think about subscribers. You know, 10 years. Why you need to have the subscribers? Just be consistent, create content. And today he has over 300 followers on TikTok. I told him, okay, that's good. It's your place.
Yeah, that's your platform.
Yeah, sure. I don't understand his stuff. I don't understand his videos, but he has some audience and a few videos that get over 20,000 views. And, you know, because he can cover his audience on TikTok. I think it's better to choose where you want to be. It doesn't matter which platform, but on LinkedIn, why I love more, because LinkedIn provides this engagement today. It's like Facebook in 2016, before Facebook strategy. And about my service, I can tell we provide SEO services. We can help to get organic reach, and I help with LinkedIn and YouTube as well. But in most cases, we help with SEO services. I don't teach anyone with my courses. I provide all my content for free on YouTube, on LinkedIn. I love it, you know, just to share this content because it helps me to create more brand awareness, you know, to sell my services. And if you want to get results in SEO, it's hard. Of course, I know it's hard, but it's possible. The main point with SEO is why people fail. We have there are 1.8 billion websites online. A lot of, you know, it's like if we compare with people, over 4.5 billion people are using internet, and 1.8 billion websites. It's like one website for 2-3 people. It's a lot. And most websites, 99%, didn't know about these websites. We know some popular websites, and it's hard to get traffic on with SEO. But if you pay attention with covering topics that have a lack of quality content, you can get results. For example, I often speak with potential clients. They come to me, and some of them can't get traffic for a few years. They tell me what I need to do. Check out my keywords, and I see generic keywords. When we have in the top 10 Wikipedia, Amazon, Pinterest, YouTube, you want to overcome these big brands when you start from scratch. Please come on. But in SEO, it's better to find topics that your competitors ignore, that have a lack of quality content, outdated information. And when you have resources to create much better content, for example, when I check out the top 10 results, I usually think, can I create something 3 times better? No. Okay, why I need to cover these topics? When you... Yeah, it's better to skip them and focusing as well. For example, I check out 1,000 pages, and it takes time, a few weeks as well. But when you find some content that your competitors ignore, that have a lack of quality content, you can create a new article or some great content. Even don't earn a lot of links, you can get results. For example, I had a client. He sold weight loss supplements in the US. He came to me in 2016 and he asked me, please provide results for a month. I told him, I don't know how to provide results for a month. Okay. If you provide results for a month, I will bring you a huge contract. And I thought, yes, I wanna this contract. Yeah, but that's good money. I check out his website and found that he used boring titles. Today, people before clicking any websites, they read titles, descriptions. They check out the top 10 results, and if they see some boring stuff, they skip it. And I rewrote all his titles, and he increased traffic a few times for a month. Even I was surprised. Seriously.
Wow!
I didn't expect that Google, will provide all this traffic. And after this, we cooperated over 2 years. He brought a lot of money, for my agency. That was a good contract. The main point why, and he asked me, please help me to overcome my competitors. I told him, you don't need to do it. Don't compete with anyone. I often get this question. People ask me how to outrank them, how to get engagement on LinkedIn and steal engagement from others. Don't do it. Never compete with any competitors. Forget about competition. If you want to get results, forget about competition. Find a lack of quality content. Because if someone is strong in their positions, it's hard to overcome them. For example, when Elon Musk started Tesla, he didn't try to compete with Toyota, Ford, with the same cars. He created electric cars. It's the same. It's the same on LinkedIn and SEO and YouTube. For example, I never create content before. Check out a few times. Can I create something better on YouTube? Oh, yeah, I can. I can't. Okay, I skip this topic because we have a lot of other great videos. It's like to write a new book. For example, if you have 1,000 the same books and you write totally the same book, or if you watch a video and you watch totally the same plot a few times, it's not interesting. Everyone wanna get something new and unique. That's why strategy is the best thing what you can do. Don't try to get results from the first attempt. Just spend time, analyze, create a plan, analyze your competition, and think how you can create something better, much better. And it's better to find balance. Because I often see when people are overlearning, it doesn't help as well. Because consistency is key. It's better to analyze and provide. But overlearning and procrastination don't help at all. It's better to think, okay, I can do it. I can try. I fail. Okay, that's okay. You learn from your failures. Go ahead, try one more time. And in my life, I failed a lot. For example, in 2008, I lost my first company in Ukraine after the war crisis came to Ukraine. Ukrainian government decided to disallow all banking loans, and my company helped to get these loans. And I lost my company for 1 day. Just with this decision. It's not only, I lost my company, and even I had a lot of my personal loans. I didn't know how I can get them back because it was equal to 3,000 average salaries in Ukraine, to get them back.
Wow.
And after this, I changed my strategy. I started to learn about internet, to provide stuff there, and created a new company, online shop. For 5 years. I get back all my loans, my debts, and the Ukrainian Revolution destroyed my second company.
Oh my God!
Yeah, in 2014.
Oh.
After Ukrainian Revolution, I lost everything, second time in my life. And, and after this, I think, okay, if I go this way in this unstable economy, it's not good. I can't go to other countries because my brothers have been living in the US. I need to take care about my family, about my parents. I love them. That's why I'm here, and I think, okay, I need to change the strategy and find new trades. And the US and Canada is more stable, and it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in Ukraine, in any other countries. Everything what I need to have, my laptop, internet, that's it. And
that's good.
Failing is good, I love
because you learn. You learn something new, and it's good because it shows that you're unstoppable. It's like you get hit and you just jump back up again. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, Anatolii, this has been wonderful. We've gone way over our normal time, but those last 10 minutes were just huge nuggets of wonderful gems of information for you to share with us. And thank you for sharing your personal story. So that was really good.
Awesome.
We'll have to have you back so that we can have more conversations about some more things. It's like we kind of got you on a roll there. And I think next time would be great to talk about YouTube. And so, we'd love to have you back and talk about YouTube at some point. So anyway, I think we should sign off, Jillian, and tell everybody, you'll put in the show notes how they can reach out to Anatolii. And thank you so much for being with us today.
Awesome. It's awesome.
It's a big pleasure. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to end the broadcast now, and thanks.